Welcome to the Tone Jerks podcast. I'm your host, Brian Gower, and with me today we got
Kyle McIntyre.
Kyle McIntyre. We're back with the video.
We're here.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
We didn't,
Where were we?
Yeah, we didn't have video for a week. We were like, are you guys done?
Yeah.
Is it done? The podcast and YouTube, everything's done? I'm like, I think I explained it in the episode if you listened.
No one listens.
No.
I don't listen.
Like, is the video done? Or you're just not doing it? I'm like, no, I just didn't have time. I literally just not want to bring all my shit over there.
You had all like packed away. You probably didn't want to and then drag it out.
Oh, God. And then to even edit the video, I was like, we'll get into.
Yeah, you lagged on that. What's up?
Yeah. But, okay, Kyle, what's new in your world? What's shaking? What's grooving? What is good? Drinking the Miller Lights today?
Get my refreshment in.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to talk about those?
Cacti. So that's an agave spiked seltzer. That's good. It's all right. It's fine.
What did you say it tasted like or smelled like?
This smells like just the aftertaste smell ish or whatever. It smells like old boxer. I was saying to you, I'm like, do you ever smell like your old boxers? And you're like, nope. I know they're not good.
Yeah, I already know. Once they've been used,
I put them
on.
I don't know. Sometimes you throw them on the ground. You put them in a pile. I'm like, are these really that bad? And
you can check them. Yeah, I've done that where you're like, but usually I can smell the sweat coming off.
Once they've gone off,
I'm not burying my face in my own underwear.
They've gone off of me. I don't put them back on. So it's not like I'm like, oh, let me smell these to see if they're like good enough to wear again.
Okay, if I can flip these inside out.
Yeah, but I will wear the same boxers probably 2 days in a row. Which I probably
they just won't come off. Once they're off, they're off.
Maybe I went 3 days without showering this week.
You're working hard. You're playing hard
because I'm not working, so I'm like at home, and I'm like, maybe I did or not. Anyway, Kyle, what's new in your world? What's shaking? What's grooving?
So this week I got new tires on the Crown Vic.
Yeah.
So and I got two. I got two tires. So I got.
Was it the back or the front?
Yeah, they went on the back, and then the ones in the back were within a year and a half or 2 years. So and since I haven't been really driving that thing like crazy, since I have a company vehicle, they weren't worn that much. So I just moved the newish ones to the front, and the newest ones go on the back. But it's like every time I buy tires for that car, it's like Strymon money, and that's split in half. It's like only getting 2 tires at a time. It's like,
yeah,
because I want the best. Not like I'm not putting like Pirellis or something like.
Yeah, I always get the cheapest tires I possibly can.
Yeah, like, do those tires have rubber in them?
Yeah.
I'll take them.
Yeah,
you sold them to me.
Yeah, I'm like, oh God, because that's what I need to get next.
Yeah,
I think waiting for that stimmy money to hit, and then I'll get tires. I probably should just get them anyways, and just
you could because you could be just. It's been raining recently.
Yeah,
you spin those things off the road. I've seen them. They're almost down to.
It's like hitting with a fucking Donkey Kong hit me with a banana. I'm like, whoa!
I only killed 8 people on the way to work today.
Yeah. The truck just
whips around. Keeps on going. But you're almost down to the threads. I mean, they're getting a little smooth.
Yeah, no, I should take it in.
Yeah,
maybe this week.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Brian.
Yeah, I know. It's like something that I got to do. It's like, but yeah. So
I got new tires. Like I said, it's like around 4. I mean, it's just not that expensive. I'm sure there's other more expensive tires I could have got. Yeah. It was like $400 and some.
Yeah, it's gotta stay safe for 2. Yeah,
gotta stay safe. But then I also painted my wheels.
Yeah.
There was like 1 coat of paint on the steel wheels. Like I took the wire brush to it and I was like, boop. I was just trying to smooth it down and take any imperfections and hit it once and just like straight up steel. Like it was polished smooth.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay. It's gonna be like one of those. So I'm gonna try and get I didn't take it down to bare metal.
Like it's gonna be one of those days.
There was a lot of bare metal.
You're drinking early today.
Yeah. But they look really good. They did like gloss black. I've had the car for like 3, maybe 2.5 years now.
Yeah.
And when I got them, it looked like someone had just freshly painted it, and there was like runs in the paint. It sucked, and then they started rusting because there's only like 1 layer.
Yeah.
No primer, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But refinished those. Looked really good. I fucking popped my knee out. I think I dislocated my knee.
What?
Just by I already got a bad knee. And
got a bad knee, yeah.
It's fucked up even more. But yeah, but I'm walking, so you just got to be
Yeah. But you sent me a picture. It looks good.
Yeah. They look really good. Maybe I'll post in the group. I don't think you guys really care too much.
Yeah, well, you got that going, and then you get new tires. So yeah.
So it looks really good. It's amazing what new tires and like they look like brand new wheels, like fresh coat of paint looks like. The car can look like shit.
Yeah,
but you could have a rusted out, clapped out hunk of shit. You put new wheels on it, and you're like, hot damn.
Yeah, I know.
It's fucking great.
I need some new shoes for my truck.
Yeah, like, we should paint yours, dude. It'd be not worth it.
No, it wouldn't be worth the time. I just need new tires. The brakes are good. I think I got those changed me this past year.
Nice,
like maybe 6 months ago, maybe. But I'm like, I need new tires just to be safe, I guess.
Yeah.
It's just like, what a fucking...
I know, it's a waste. It's like...
no, it's not a waste at all. It's totally worthwhile doing, but it's just like, man, that could be something else. That
definitely.
Could be a pedal. That could be like and this is even dumber, a plug-in for UA or fucking, it could be a switch.
Yeah, exactly.
It's going to be like probably $600 to change out all four
tires.
All four? They're all pretty fucked up.
Jesus. So, I told you before.
I rode those hard.
Like when I first got my Vic, it was like drizzling. I was like, I'm going to take this curve really tight.
Yeah.
And I took it and I flipped like 180 on the freeway. And I was like, shit, I need new tires.
I don't even drive that far. So I'm just like, it should be all right.
It was on an on-ramp, but yeah.
Yeah. I know. I don't... Like to commute to work, it's maybe like 5 miles, and everything else is like within like 5 miles. So I don't have to go that far. So I don't think I've pushed it far yet to where it's raining to where I'm like, I need to go travel or very.
Yeah.
So,
anyways, that's my what's new. I think you got a lot.
Yeah.
Right?
So I think I talked about it last week. We're in it. This is my bedroom studio, a revamp
on
deal
location
here. On location, changing here.
Well, actually, I guess we're not where we usually do it, which is my house. So this is a
little different.
Satellite.
It's a Jerk Central West, Jerk Studio West. I'm super stoked on it. So maybe you can see great. It's the dark gray, and here's the window here. So if you saw the Just in Case episode that we did, you can see that the room was very blue, and now it's gray. I think it looks fucking awesome.
It's like a super dark gray.
Dark gray, flat, and then flat like white ceiling. I'm super stoked on it.
And not only was it blue, but it was like
glossy blue.
It was like super shiny. It looked like a bathroom.
Yeah, and got upgraded with curtains and stuff like that are like the blackout curtains.
Yeah.
And they do...
Well, there's an air raid,
Yeah. Does a good job.
Good.
And I think like these are supposed to be like... I got them on Amazon, so they're supposed to be like sound dampening too. I think it does stuff. Maybe it's just placebo.
You gotta iron these things, man.
I know. I need to do that.
Look like schlubs over here.
But they are new. It looks good. I got that going. The whole painting thing, because I think I hadn't even started yet on the last episode that we did. It was so much more than what I had bargained for, time-wise and effort. I just assumed that it was
slap some paint up, try not to get it everywhere, boom.
I thought it was going to be like a day or two.
Yeah.
I was so wrong. To clear out the space was like an evening. To clear out the whole room and pack everything up. And that wasn't. Every part was a bitch. Every step of the way. And like we went to the whole the TSP on the walls to clean them up and so the paint would stick. Didn't prime.
All right.
But I did 2 coats on everything. And you had mentioned it's going to take 2 coats. I'm like, well, I got enough paint for it. So totally fine. Got it. And I think it looks really good. I'm really stoked on it. So I posted pictures on Instagram or whatever, and just of the progress. And a couple friends of the show, Ian and Andrew Walsh, hit me up and like, hey, I'm painting too. And Andrew Walsh is doing his like, I'm doing the alcove. So Andrew's alcove.
Yeah,
he's doing his guitar repair room, setup room, and stuff like that. And it's like matching colors to like kind of his logo, which happened to match like some of the walls were the exact same paint that I did mine, the scheme of the white ceiling, white trim, the gray wall, flat gray. And it's like, great minds think alike. And then Ian was like, I'm doing the trim of my house today or like whatever
it
this weekend. And he's like,
sucks.
and I'm like, for both of them, this fucking sucks. He's like, yeah, it's not fun ever.
It's not. You think, oh man,
Andrew was
painting?
like, yeah, this is like the fourth house I've had to paint. It is never good.
No.
He knocked it out way quicker than I did. Mine took
he's a pro.
days. Yeah, because
Four?
by the fourth house, yeah, you would have fucking assumed. It's just funny.
He knows all the corners to
the timing
to
wise
cut.
of like, the friends are like, hey, I'm doing the same thing. And Andrew was like, I'm doing the exact same paint kind of thing.
You and I did the same thing then. I painted the wheels on my car.
Mm-hmm.
You painted this room.
Yeah. So this,
Mine took 30
I
minutes.
don't know. I think everything with this, I was really stoked with.
Yeah,
And
looks good. It's like paint is one of the cheapest things you can do. It might not be the easiest thing, but it's the cheapest thing you do to change a room. Like, think about the whole effort it would take to do the flooring and all that bullshit.
Or like
But painting.
Yeah. And I'm kind of doing a little bit to like curtains I've added and changed, because really like before I kind of had some cheap like just Target black ones that like weren't really, it didn't even match, but you couldn't really tell, like the texture wasn't right and the size wasn't really, just because like I got them separately, like whatever. And this one I'm like, okay, I want matching ones. I want to get the decor of the space set up. And it's like, I think it looks cool for podcasting and what we're doing now.
Yeah, it looks
and then
good.
the whole goal of this was to be able to use more of these spaces in the corners and the walls and stuff like that for media and stuff like
Lights
that. So for taking photos, for taking pictures, for YouTube, for the podcast, for all this other stuff, so I can just have usable space. And like I had a blank wall kind of just to my right here that I'm like, oh, that'd be great for like talking headshots, because I've been doing all that stuff just in front of my computer and TV and stuff like that. And that's always been the set for the YouTube channels and demos and stuff like that I do. Yeah. And I'm like, okay, now I can have a different one, and I can have like different areas and stuff like that. Maybe, I don't know, different angles for shooting videos. And that's kind of what I want to do.
More usable, like you said.
Yeah, more usable space and angles and stuff like that. The room is not big. I think we've
it's like 10 by 11 or something.
Yeah, not very big at all. But you can just take it with like wide angles, lenses, or wide lenses.
Just don't catch the corners.
And people think like, that's huge.
Yeah.
I think like it was like some friends were like, man, that's a big room. I'm like, it's not at all.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Fooled ya.
Very tiny, especially when you're setting up lights and stuff like that.
They take up,
We had it just in case in here. They're like, it looks like, it's like, man, that looks like a big ass room. It's like, it ain't.
Yeah.
We ain't social distancing enough, I guess. To be honest. Oh, dude. Hey, don't tell Gavin about that.
Yeah.
Anyway, hey.
He's listening, I think.
Yeah. But some other things of upgrading the room in the studio, I was kind of going to just do it. I'm like, decided to fuck it and just go ahead and do it. So I was thinking about like, oh, the curtains was one thing. I'm like, okay, it really wasn't that much money. It was like fucking maybe $40-$50 for like the curtains and then the rod. Yeah. I'm like, just do it. Why am I waiting for it? So just to knock that out. So I got that knocked out. And then the desk. And I had mentioned about the breakdown or whatever of like breaking everything down. That desk setup that I had, not super elaborate, but I had so much stuff going on with that breaking it down was a pain, that I didn't want to set it back up on the old desk just to eventually get a new one to redo it. So I'm like, okay, I ordered a new desk. It's not here yet, and it'll be here this week. So I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah, and do some modifications, right, to it.
Yeah, I ordered a 5-foot by 25-inch desktop.
Yeah,
we got to cut that down to 4 feet because
chop.
I cannot fit an inch. more than 48 in my space, because like I said, the room is not big.
Yeah.
And the work area, as much as I would love the 12 inches, you give me 12 inches, I'll take it, but I just do not have the space for it, my friend. So what was in stock was 5-foot by 25-inch.
Yeah,
we got to
chop that shit,
cut off a foot there.
Just take a hacksaw to it.
Mm-hmm. So tabletop and then a base ordered separately, ordering from Home Depot. That's kind of where I got everything.
Yeah.
Just vibing to the Home Depot, the dad vibes on the weekend. But I should get that this week, and I'm really looking forward to it. It's really just live edge with gas pipe.
Nice.
It's kind of the...
What's it, acacia or something? Or?
Yeah. And so it's kind of a lot of the stuff that I have. My furniture is all acacia and wood and stuff like that.
Nice.
So I have like a makeshift setup that we used to record today. We recorded your vocals on a couple of plain tracks. I think we're coming towards the end of the finishing the EP.
Yeah.
I'm going to do like a couple mix and maybe do like blast just to hear. I'm like, if we want to change anything. And then, but so far,
I had fun doing that today.
Yeah. I think it's kind of coming towards the end. It's definitely a different approach than what we've done before. It's like less vocal tracks. Like it's still, we got like a good, like maybe 4 to 6 vocal tracks. Whereas like, before it would be like 15 to 20.
Are you sure?
And they're sounding good. So, but in order to set that up and to work and stuff like that, I needed to so I have my G drive. So like my hard drive and my Apollo sitting on a bar stool.
Yeah.
And then I have...
Don't knock that shit off.
Yep. And then they're wired to my laptop, which is sitting on my bass amp. So if you see in videos where my bass amp usually is for my Orange, it's sitting on top of that. And then everything
was... standing desk that you're working on?
Yeah. And so I've been working just on the computer standing up, which I kind of like that. I didn't order a standing desk, but I do. I don't think it's not a bad idea.
Would you ever use a standing desk?
I'm using one right now and I like it.
I mean, like continuing.
No, because of the setup that I have.
You bought that badass chair. That's why.
Yeah.
Gotta use it.
This is my gamer chair.
Yeah.
It is comfy.
Be careful. Yeah. You're going to lose that.
Yeah,
knock that guitar off the wall.
Yeah. See how sturdy
I don't think they can see the guitar. But.
Yeah. How sturdy that guitar is. But so I'm kind of doing for the next for about a week and a half until I get that desk in. I'm kind of doing like a mobile setup. So I did end up buying something that I've been wanting for a while. Do I need it? No, but I'm using it now, so maybe I did need it. It was from Anchor, that company that does maybe you see ads of the fastest portable tiny charger or whatever. I like a lot of their cables and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think
they have a dongle that's a USB-C dongle that has Ethernet port on it, has HDMI port, and has 3 USB 3 ports.
Whoa.
And so we've talked about the MacBooks, and Apple MacBooks aren't the best because it's cool. They have 4 of the Thunderbolt 3 ports, which are really, really fucking fast. They're faster than Thunderbolt 2, which is faster than USB-C 3 or USB 3 and USB-C, whatever. But they're the shaped like USB-Cs.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, so you can plug in a USB-C in there, and I got my Ethernet port.
Really?
And we were using that today. I had my HDMI port plugged into the TV so you could see what I was recording on the screen.
Yeah.
And just mirror that. And so I'm able to watch my stories. And
your novellas
in the meantime,
your anime novellas,
until I get my desk set back up, because I have one of those CalDigit Thunderbolt 3 ports, which is great because it's powered. It has tons of fucking inputs, IOs or whatever.
Yeah.
You can use with your SD cards. It has USB-C ports, it has the Thunderbolt ports, it has all this other shit, and it charges the MacBook at the same time.
Nice.
Blah, blah, blah. But I'm I don't want to set that up because one, I don't have space for it. And then I got to set the whole damn thing up. And I'm I've gotten so used to using my laptop wired that going to wireless, going to Wi-Fi is
a drag.
This is not fast.
No.
Wired is so much better. I'm why is this more? A lot of people never do that. And once I am using a wired Ethernet connection, I'm what am I doing? I was damn.
So much faster.
So much faster. You don't even have to have I got the best fucking bitch in the internet. I'm no, you can just be wired in. You're fucking faster than
your cable could be 70 feet long.
Yeah. And you could.
And it still works.
Yeah. It
still faster.
Cable is a wire is so much faster than wireless. Anyway, I got so used to doing that my speeds.
It's come wired to your house from miles away.
Yeah.
Why not take another 50 feet?
Yeah. So, anyway, that's kind of my setup is always to be Ethernet cable. And anyways, It was $30. And I like that company Anchor, what they make. Like I said, most of my charging cables and all my chargers are all that company. And they do a good little USB-C port there.
Nice.
So I'm sure if you have, I don't know, because some of the newer MacBooks and stuff like that, not even the Pros, but the Airs or whatever, they only have USB. They only have maybe 1 or 2 Thunderbolt ports. One of those is cool because you can just always have your Ethernet plugged in when you're using or maybe you want to like when you really want to download something or upload something. So if you're uploading to YouTube, if you do it over Wi-Fi, even if you have really fast Wi-Fi, I think Ethernet. Anyway, I'm just talking about that. I'm super stoked. So I got like a kind of a, I won't, but if you just like kind of just look to Kyle's left there, it's cables and everything's set up. I have all the cables plugged into my,
what's going on? You got like a rat's nest over there.
I know. I'm going to do my best to try and work on. No, that's as consolidated as it can be as far as power. But I'm going to try and do my best to cable management better.
You throw in a basket.
Well, before what I did is like I always just put a sheet over it. So I got that sheet still. So it's a black sheet, just cover underneath the desk.
You have some of that paint left, just paint a panel that it sits behind.
Yeah, but
blend in.
Renovations to the studio here, my bedroom studio, the YouTube studio, whatever. I'm definitely digging it. I just like little things that I'm like working on. I didn't get a whole lot of videos recorded or done and out because I was kind of
you were doing construction.
This wasn't planned to do the paint job, but I'm so glad I got it done.
We thought it was gonna be like 2 or 3 days, right?
Oh, yeah, and I think it took like 5
of solid like work.
I'm so glad that it's done because I am very happy. I was never like when we did the whole like I got 2 weeks off of work. What are we gonna do? I never even thought about doing this, and then once I did, I'm like, this is great. I can push back doing editing YouTube videos. Like I'm a demo that I've been a slam punk. That can wait. I'd rather get this done, or like I'm gonna demo the HX Stomp, which I will, so I can sell it.
Just don't step on it too hard.
Yeah, and
don't stomp on it.
Well, the HX Stomp I packed up and put in its box. So let's see if it
ever makes it out.
Let's see if it lasted being put into the vendor box that got shipped in. They're like, whoa, you can't do that. You voided the warranty by putting it back in the factory box.
Be careful.
That's one thing I was like, I talked about throwing away pedal boxes. That's one I kept, and I kept all the packaging and all the paper, and I'm like, yeah. Anyway, that, and then you also finished for me.
Oh yeah.
At my parents' house, they had like this old. I think I talked about it during Christmas. Time. Like I got them. Like it was like they're very hard to shop for, and my sisters and we got them a good gift, and they were stoked on it. They love it. They got a new TV with like the sound bar and the bass, like little subwoofer thing. And they're super stoked on it. They can watch shows, the movies, And their old TV that they had, got recycled, electronic recycling.
Threw it in the canyon.
But they used to have it like a smaller TV or whatever, like back when HD TVs was like HD. That was like a selling point.
It was like 720
like printed on the TV or whatever. HD. It was on like a Lazy Susan.
Yeah.
So that they could spin it around and watch it, or like you could see it at different angles of the room, of their living room.
Did they buy that at the TV store?
I have no idea.
I don't think they did.
It's like a Lazy Susan. And it was, that's what they used like for that. And since they got the TV, it's just been kind of, they kind of just tossed it off to the side. And I was like, saw it the other day and I was like, well, can I have this? Like, well, yeah, I guess we don't want it.
Yeah.
And so I was like, this would be great for pedal demos. And B-roll is what I thought, especially. But I'm like, it was kind of like this like unfinished wood.
Yeah,
kind of like maple maybe.
Yeah, I don't remember what kind.
It's very very light wood, and I don't like the look of it. But I'm like, there's potential here, possibly.
Yeah.
And you had just like did the plant stand that you did for your wife, and you had stained it. And I was like, okay, do you have any more of that left? And then I don't remember if you did or you bought some, but you refinished it for me, and it looks fucking awesome. So, it looks so good.
So the stain I used, which we eventually painted, because we didn't like the way the stain turned out on the plant
stand.
So we eventually painted it. So I'd asked you if you wanted me to paint it, and you're like, whatever the hell you did to that thing, I want it to look like that. But to do a water-based stain and then do actually paint the thing, I feel like you wanted to see the wood grain.
Yeah.
So I actually had an oil-based stain that I still had left. I bought it when I worked at the hardware store.
Yeah.
But I used just like a Minwax dark walnut.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't even think I even cleaned this thing down.
Yeah.
I didn't even sand it.
Yeah.
It looked perfectly fine. All the edges were nice and smooth, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
I think it was just like dusty. So
okay, I did clean the dust off.
Like, yeah, but
I didn't like go to town with like a
take
wood
it down.
conditioner and then alcohol. I don't even think I used alcohol on it. I just went straight for
alcohol on me, and then
I had a couple.
Chug a lug. You want to hide? Oh,
yeah. But I just took oil-based stain to it. I did take the track off the bottom.
Yeah.
And I did grease it up.
Yeah.
I cleaned out the track. I could see the ball bearings in there. This might be super boring, but saw the ball bearings in there. They look a little rusty.
Yeah.
So I sprayed a cleaner in there, cleaned it up, let it dry out, and then I threw some high temp disc brake like grease.
Yeah.
Like, this thing's getting as hot as your disc brakes. You
got some other problem. Well, it was like, just like kind of some old junk that you know,
almost was probably thrown away, or donated or something like
that. And it's cool because it's like it was made in America in 1994. It has like a pencil mark of the date on it, and says
which I didn't sand any of that stuff off.
Which I thought was cool.
Right over it.
Yeah, that is.
So I just did the dark stain, and the wood grain looked really good.
So it's kind of like looking at things that you wouldn't necessarily think of, like, oh, this is brand new, this is the hot stuff or whatever. But I was showing some people the video of it. I haven't used it in a video yet.
Yeah.
But it came out so sick, and it is a lot smoother. And the idea is like you could probably take like, you know, set up your camera and it's like at an angle and maybe zoomed in on the pedal or head or whatever it is. And you kind of just turn it around. So you can have like cinematic looking product shots or whatever. Learned that from Peter McKinnon.
Oh,
you're saying you can get like some like $7 one off Amazon. Not the best.
Yeah.
But you could get one, and that could be really cool for your product photography shots.
You get those solar panel automated ones that you put like your hobby shit on.
Well, and then also, if you ever watch like, Peter McKinnon talks about it, but like Rhett Shull, he has this thing where it's like a track, maybe 3 feet or whatever, maybe less than that.
Camera pans and shit with it.
Yeah, camera goes on it, and then it will turn too.
Oh wow!
So, but those are like $400 or $500. But his shots look really cool when he's doing like the playing. I'm like playing guitar. It looks like he's doing everything by himself, but it looks like there's a cameraman there.
Yeah.
So you think about these random shots and stuff like that. So I'm kind of thinking outside the box as well.
Yeah.
Of like, oh, cool. What can I do to,
The thing will look cool just to have a pedal on it, but it also serves a function if you're going to spin it or.
Yeah. And it's a lot more surface space too, because like what I'm using is like, I have like some bar stools that I'm using right now as a desk.
Yeah.
And we're using right now to keep the drinks on, but it works out for that. But if you're trying to take, video of pedals, it's not the widest or the biggest. You have to have a really tight shot, and you have to make sure your lighting and lenses and everything is all perfect, which I have pretty good lighting, but my lens isn't the best. So it's how much focus it has on the subject or whatever. You're not setting yourself up for the best, but the more stuff that you can lend to that is better, that I'm finding with photos and stuff like that. And then this cost me nothing. And I'm assuming you didn't have to buy anything to fix this.
Nope.
And it is one of the coolest
paper towels
fucking things.
Stain it.
Yeah, reimburse you for that.
Yeah.
It's one of the coolest fucking things. Like, and like maybe I should show it. Maybe we should do a cut, and I can
go grab it.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Show and tell. And we're back.
Yeah. I think it was like people watching are like, this is not interesting at all.
Here, I'll hold it while you talk about it.
Yeah. So I thought it was pretty cool. So you're able to, like, to me, I'm like, it looks like something that you would, I mean, it was purchased from my parents back in like 94. But yeah, look at that. It is heavy.
It is pretty heavy.
It's because it's solid wood. But yeah, it's just like, it is going to be so cool for videos. And just like, I love the grain on it. And the fact that like, you didn't see a lot of this before you stained it.
Yeah, it was very blonde.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't save really any spot. I was thinking of leaving the bottom unstained, or at least under the plate. And I'm like, no, I'm going to take the plate off and get better access to the bearings and grease them up. But yeah, it was a very blonde piece of wood. It might even be pine.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, we could say it's maple.
I have no idea. It's really light wood, but
together it's not.
Yeah.
Well, the color, yes.
It's a light colored wood. And to me, I'm like, this is maybe one of the most boring things that I'm so
excited, everybody.
So excited about. I'm like, I think I texted Eric Marrow about it, and he's like, damn, like that's like a cheat code for demos.
We should have done like a before and after. Did you have a picture of it before?
No. Not at all. And I think it was both of us. Like, I don't think you thought I was going to be as excited about it as I am. So I'm excited to use this for videos. It's going to be a really cool idea. And I don't have tons of space, so maybe you see some of these demos, the videos that people have like giant fucking, dining tables. They have like these like props and studios and stuff like that. Like even like some of the bigger, like, I don't have a Peter McKinnon type studio where he's got like boardrooms and meeting rooms and all. Like he's got like 8 different like areas to shoot in his own studio. And even before he moved, I'm like, anyway, so you can take this and have different, like, even for photos. I'm getting more into that shit and eventually want to get more lenses to get better at it. But I think it's
even the hardware, even this thing is made in the USA. Even the track on the back.
Yeah, it just maybe shows a little difference.
A little bit of grease there, a little bit of red grease.
But it's it's
a lot better than it was.
It's very cool.
Not an engineer, everybody.
So maybe that's a really boring one, but I was, maybe show you guys how cool that is. But
are we done with show and tell on this one?
We're done with show and tell. We got another show and tell here. So I talked about this last. Now this is one that I'm going to let you borrow after today. Yeah. So we have from ELM Effects here. Very cool box. We got the Sky Bridge. I think we talked about it, but I was playing it more this week. Maybe I should actually show the pedal instead of the box. Like we said before, they're very, very cool looking pedals here. Here, the Sky Bridge. So it's a rat and a boost. His take on a rat and a boost. So you get level, you got your drive, and you got your high and your lows here, and then the boost independent of it. I did a trial this week of kind of an amp's gain, like so, kind of like edge of breakup type amp, maybe a little bit more on the gainier side of the edge of breakup, and having this
soft
pushing
switches.
That with like its own gain is so sick. I made sure to take a picture of it because like that's what I'm going to use for the demo of showing this stacking with an amp's gain. It transformed my AD30 into a very metal heavy sounding amp.
Really?
Not even a ton of gain on there because the EQ on that damn thing is so
interactive, right?
Yeah. And because like the AD30 of the orange is very mid, or like it's a lot of mids in there, this can add a lot of low end and highs and
something that amp won't do, right, by itself.
Yeah.
Damn.
So I think with some of the orange stuff, it's very like
mid-range sitting.
Yeah, or the EQ doesn't do a whole lot, especially like say like for example, the Terra bass. Yeah, that was a little burp I tried to hide. I'm gonna leave it in. The bass, the Terra bass, the EQ almost does nothing. They're like dummy knobs.
Yeah,
but that's sometimes with orange you take it or leave it, and I usually take it. I like it, and then with this can really sculpt something like that. So it's almost like an EQ that is in it with drive and volume. So very, very cool pedal. I'm gonna let you borrow it.
Nice.
Like I said, the whole pedal it looks really fucking good. So the whole idea of like, I see like the little blue with the blue LEDs and the knobs match with that pedal. I'm like, it's super easy to get what it does, and it's out of like only having 2 colors. So you can think of like just a 2-color screen print. I'm like, I like that. I'm like, yeah, he did a good job with that. So, thanks, Eric. Thanks, ELM Effects. Make sure to check out the Sky Bridge. I don't know if there's any left on this run, but he's coming out with another one. So make sure to check that out. But yeah, that's kind of
we'll tag him in the comments.
Yeah, kind of what's new for both of us. Let's get into the topics. What do you say?
Let's do it.
Okay, so this was a topic that you had kind of messaged me about.
I messaged you about a lot of them.
Yeah, so this was one kind of. I guess we're like you had mentioned like, are there any bands that you don't like that you maybe like one song of?
Yeah,
kind of word that in a way of like, what are like one hit wonders for you?
Yeah,
the band could be very popular and they could be like whatever, but they only one song does it for you.
Yeah, you're like, and you tried.
Yeah,
you tried.
Maybe that's it.
It might not even be one that's on the radio or whatever the popular one.
Yeah, it could be it couldn't even be. It could be just a really popular band. And you know, like one song, whatever, blah blah blah. So, do you want to maybe go? You go one.
Yeah,
and I go one.
I'll go one. So
maybe the one that kicked it off.
What sparked this?
Yeah,
is I just had like, you know, AFI, just like I don't know what came across me. Yeah. Right? Slap me in the head. What the fuck was I thinking? AFI. I want to hear what they sound like because I think I was just trying to find one particular song that I'd heard when I was a kid. I'm like, let me just find that and see if it's as good or bad as I wasn't a kid. I mean, I wasn't a kid when that.
I think we were
out.
Teenagers, and it was like,
yeah,
just getting like bonked over the head with that song
every day on the fucking radio.
But I actually don't mind that song.
No,
like I think it was like just because it was just shoved down your throat.
Yeah, you start to hate it.
Yeah. But and I go back and listen to it, like I kind of like that bass tone, the bass riff. Yeah, it's just octaves, and it's like kind of a cool walking, like swing octave line.
I get it.
It's not bad.
So,
although I haven't listened to it in a while, so maybe it sucks. I just walk it back.
I'm not a huge AFI fan, mainly because it's just like their feel. Like every song is like super down and depressing. It's every music video is in slow motion, gonna jump off a bridge. It's like, great, this is a real upper. Yeah, really feel good about myself.
Yeah, there's like a handful. I like to Sing the Sorrow, that record.
Yeah,
there were a good handful of them.
Anyways, so I don't like them.
Yeah,
and while I was going through, I think I went through like 6 or 7 songs. A song popped up. I'm like, oh, it changed to the next artist, whatever on Spotify. It like skipped to the next suggested artist. Mm-hmm. It was just really fast, upbeat song. It had synth in it. And then I looked, I'm like, no.
Very retro 80s style.
This is a new song that came out, I believe, this year. Maybe last year from AFI.
These are still not good. They get worse as they get warmer too, by the way.
Yeah. But beer fucking it's its prime once it hits about 72 degrees.
Room temp. Miller Lights, baby.
So this song is called Escape from LA or Escape from Los Angeles. Mm-hmm. And basically I've listened to that song like nonstop for like 4 days.
Yeah. You texted it to me and I was like, it was like, I think I was like setting the room back together. So I was like, AirPods in. I'm like, I clicked it right away. I'm like giving you feedback as I listened to it. Like, it didn't seem like AFI. I'm like, this sounds like it's just Davey Havok singing over different music.
Yeah, but it doesn't even sound like him sometimes.
He doesn't
do that. Oh, he doesn't do that like dragging
into the next note or dragging off a note.
You know, whatever. That's his style. But he doesn't do that. It's like his singing's different. The song is different. And what's really cool, and this is probably every drummer's fucking wet dream, every time they play, you know, let's say a verse or chorus, the drums are different every time. If you listen to it.
Oh.
Drummers are like, oh, I love it.
Oh, I can finally play something interesting.
Even though it's just like basic drum beats, they're just different beats every time.
I didn't pay attention to that. No. I think I listened to it once and then gave you my feedback.
Yeah. I noticed that after listening. I'm like, oh, they do like a weird, not halftime. It's like, doesn't like the song doesn't slow down. Just the drums are less.
I think we talked about like vocal affects, and maybe that's what Davey Havok has sometimes or whatever. I think when you were listening to like my vocal takes on the lead song that I was singing, it's like I constantly am like, he's very aggressive. Like I'm singing like a love song, and it's very
staccato,
like staccato and aggressive, and I end with.
But then you also have like a delay.
I put it like a reverb just to try it in the mix, and like I love you. Yeah. Like how did you add like a sharp percussive thing to you?
Yeah, exactly. I was like, it sounded cool,
and you matched some of the harmonies to it, but you're like, I can't.
Yeah, I can't do that.
I'm not trying to be that percussive because like the da 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 da, and that's how I was singing. Like you could see the waveform is exact. Like I made sure to match it. Like ba 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 ba. Like it's basically like just put the metronome there. It's like don't forget that da 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 da, and you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
like you're singing like I'll try and smooth that out.
What words are you using?
Yeah,
are those actual words?
And so like I was thinking, I'm like, I'm really proud of that vocal line or that take that I had because like, I feel like I was very stylish and stuff like that. Yeah. But it's not anything that you would do. No. So it's kind of you hear the different things. And then maybe because I'm thinking of like just I mean, that was also one thing this week. I sang my lead parts for that song. So in my little makeshift stand-up studio. And I was happy with it. So it's like maybe like it's funny having like hearing these different vocal affects of people.
Yeah. But I don't usually like his. I don't like Davey Havoc's.
Oh yeah, back on track.
Yeah.
So that was one. Yeah.
So that's one. So that's one I've been like hitting hard. I know it's not like one I've heard for my whole life or whatever, like some of these one hit wonders or whatever, but that was definitely one where it's like a breath of fresh air because it's like I don't usually like AFI, and this was like
and I can finally get it done. I think about that.
Back to those?
It's just like I need to just finish this. I have like a swallow, and I just need to finish it.
Okay. I have like half of this one, which is the strawberry, and I don't think I'm going to finish it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I got the light that I'm halfway through.
Yeah,
sipping on them. Anyways, what's yours?
Okay, so I don't really have any like. I was going over my list here, and I started making it. I don't have any like super popular ones.
Well, it depends on who you talk to.
Well, any super popular.
I heard some of the songs you were
the super popular bands. I would say none of them. Like I'm not saying like the Beatles or Led Zeppelin. Like, you like Van Halen or what? Can we talk about the same rehashed bullshit all the time?
Jump was pretty good. The rest of their song is dog shit.
Well, I mean, everything talks about it. Can we talk about is this band really blues or not? It's like, shut the fuck up. I'm talking about what I know.
Yeah.
Which is a lot of punk, and I'll get into a lot of ska stuff. So,
all right.
I already said how I don't like ska. But some of these. So I'll start off with they're a San Diego band, and everybody in San Diego loves to jerk off this band. I just never really got into them. But they have a couple songs that I do like. Unwritten Law. No. That band kind of hit it.
Yeah.
They were doing the MTV2 thing. They were doing like, opening for Blink. They were doing some bigger stuff. And I think the guy is still
doing it, right?
I remember what the fuck his name is, but
I don't know.
Anyway.
His name is Marshall. But his last name is Law.
Unwritten Law. Yeah. And Joe's like, cease and desist.
Oh, yeah, that's right. To me.
to him. So, Unwritten Law, I think one of the songs that is called Celebration Song.
Okay.
It's like, starts off with this like rockin' kind of thing of like, like
celebration song. Come on.
It's like kind of like, it starts off, the song has so many different parts. It's like really like halftime opening that's like really like epic kind of thing. I'm like, and then it starts off and it ends and it has like this metal-ish sounding bass riff that sounds like it I mean, it wasn't at the time, but it's like, it sounds like, the sound you'd get out of a dark glass, P7K Ultra. It's like, and it goes into like this, hip hop kind of almost like fast, but it's like the drums sound like, like a piccolo snare. It's like,
Jesus.
It gets super tight. It's like, da 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 da. Da, 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 da. I'm like, that song's cool.
Yeah.
And it was one of their popular songs. And then Save Me. You can't save me. Because I remember that when that came out, I was like, okay, I kind of dig that one. But Celebration Song is the one that I started getting more exposed to maybe in the past like 5 years or so. Then I'm like, okay, I can dig that one. That was on that same album, whatever the one.
I remember
Save Me.
Maybe this is completely irrelevant, but I remember before they were huge, the guy had like a fucked up teeth. And then they hit it big, brand new fucking chompers.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, good on you, dude. You put your money where your mouth is.
Yeah.
I think I wasn't even going to go that joke, but yeah. Instead of like spinning on the lotto or whatever people do when they get money, he put it in his mouth. I'm
well, we got to wait for the cast to hit or the band to hit because I got fucking fucked up.
Well, okay.
I got a fucked up grill here. That's why when I smile, I always go like...
You look like Two-Face over there. Harvey Dent.
I got the Harvey Dent. I got the dented face here. Dented grill.
I'm not knocking you. No, this guy had fucked up teeth.
Mm-hmm. That was what you remember. I don't remember. I only remember seeing the guy now. Because you see him all the time in San Diego.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, oh, that's so-and-so from blah, 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 blah.
You have to say from Unwritten Law. You should know. It's not like, that's Tom DeLonge.
Scott Russo.
Okay. Yeah, I know that name.
That
We got there.
I got it. Woo, man. Okay, cast is done. So anyway, so
using all those brain
it might be just from being in San Diego that they're super popular.
Yeah,
it might be a San Diego thing that everybody's like they
like Switchfoot,
the shit out of that band, and Switchfoot too. It's like,
oh shit, that should have been my list too.
Yeah, there's not a song that I don't like from them. So
okay,
move on. All
right, I got one.
Yeah,
Papa Roach.
I love a ton of Papa Roach.
It's just
they're a non-guilty pleasure for me.
Really?
Oh, of the Korn, the Slipknot, the Limp Bizkit, I actually like a lot of Limp Bizkit. But whatever.
I just tolerate this one too. It's not even like
Infest, good record.
Yeah.
Love, Hate, Tragedy, good record.
Jesus. Okay, sorry. Last Resort. That's it.
Yes. Oh my God.
That one's still kind of annoying, but it's like
front to back. I can listen to that whole one.
Okay.
Yeah. We're done. Bye. You just like get up.
This interview's over. I wasn't even interviewing you.
Unclip me.
Get this lavalier off of me.
Yeah.
What you got? You got another one? We can do some back and forth.
Yeah. Papa Roach, good band. I recommend you check out Infest.
It's too like bro-ish to me. I think
it might just be. It's
like diving into Pennywise.
Yeah, it might just be the nostalgia talking. But I did like that. That was one of
blame it on the nostalgia.
It was like the first like few records that I ever got exposed to were all borrowed records, and that was one that I borrowed from my sister.
She's badass.
It was that. It was like Dookie. It was later on. It was probably like, or soon after that. It was like the Mark, Tom, and Travis show, the live Blink.
Fuck yeah!
Like those were like the top like three, and Nimrod. I think probably like Nimrod kicked out Dookie for me. I like Dookie. It's not bad. Yeah, but Nimrod.
Well, Dookie aged, and you got a new record coming in.
Well, it was after that.
Yeah.
I think I didn't get into like music and stuff like that until like 99, 2000.
Yeah.
And so it was like 3 records that I had on my like the burned ones.
Holy Trinity.
Yeah, that were in my little like CD carrier that I would like listen to.
Took to school.
You know, like skip every song.
Yeah, fuck.
He goes, the Blood Brothers with it. Blood Brothers with the skipping as I'm walking to school with my fucking trying not to like anti-skip or whatever.
Oh yeah, you have to like hold it.
Yeah,
like,
as you're walking to the bus. Yeah,
I was super full glass of water.
That's how you get good at doing like the photo, like the video shots of doing like the non-gimbal type stuff. Yeah. Like having the fucking Walkman.
Well, that was funny. It's like
Walkman
when they had like 45-second skip protection. Sick. It's just gonna skip in 45 seconds. Right?
Why don't you just make it a non-ever skip?
Yeah.
You have the 45-second capability.
Yeah, just keep going.
No idea what the tech is.
Go fucking 4 minutes. Maybe that'll get the whole song loaded.
Yeah. So it was Infested or whatever it is. Mark, Tom, and Travis show and like Nimrod were the 3 that I would like take on the bus or to school.
Damn.
Like for a good chunk, and I would listen to those. And Papa Roach is like, one of these is not like the other.
Yeah, it's definitely different.
And I did like it. So maybe that's why in my head it was like, it's still a good album. But no, I could dig it for you.
What do you got?
It's at the beginning of my ska deal here.
Oh, shit. How many?
I got 3, okay. But start off with Goldfinger. Fucking hate every other goddamn song except Superman. That's Tony Hawk deal. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1.
Hear that? Put it in you.
The horns.
Yeah.
It's got horns. And it's got the upstroke guitars and the boom 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 boom
walking
boom boom boom. It's like, yep.
Do everything I can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vocals are fine because that's a pop punk thing.
Yeah.
Pop punk and ska were so closely related that a lot of people blurred that line so much and messed another one.
Not me.
But people were fans of all these, and just not me. I can't like a lot of ska. And I say that there's 2 other songs here that I'm like,
hit them. Just do them right now.
Okay. Real Big Fish, beer,
yeah. Not Sellout. Okay.
No, that was beer because it's like a really cool walking bass line.
Yeah.
And some of these like beer I liked because I got into that. I heard that song and somebody like, I think it was on a burnt CD or something like that. They gave it to me. It's like when I was learning how to play bass, and it's a capable enough walking bass line that you can play, and it's so much fun.
All right. I'll give it to you.
I think that's why I like the song, but it's like it's a popular Real Big Fish song, not Sellout, not the number one.
Yeah.
But it's up there.
That's the only other song I know.
And then me too. Yeah. I know they did a cover, but to covers. If your band's known for covers, that sucks.
Yeah.
Sorry, Ataris. We looked up the Ataris, and their number one song is "The Boys of Summer." 90 million plays, and the very next song below that is an original 9 million plays.
Yeah.
You know how much that sucks?
Yeah. I mean, you still get. I mean, you're paying royalties to someone, but at least you're getting played. Maybe. Maybe
he's doing those IG streams on his phone. I don't think he's doing that.
Yeah, sorry. Maybe not.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Get out of here. Let's see. You got Less Than Jake.
Oh, come on.
Very ska band. It's just the first song on I think it was I don't know, the one with the firecracker on it.
I don't even know.
Fiesta, firecracker, fun.
You let me down. I thought you were gonna throw Mighty Mighty Boss Tones in there.
No, welcome to the new South. It's the opening track on it because it's more punk. There's almost no horns on it. It's almost like the horn section. It's which they have a horn section.
Yeah,
guys, chill out. Skank. They're like, can't do, boss.
Yeah, they go to town
in the studio. You still have to do something when you're in the studio. Yeah, put mics on this.
Yeah, we want to hear those clothes ruffling, those checker shoes stomping around,
the checkered van squeaking. Yeah. We need the mics on the squeaks. So those are the ska ones that I do like those bands.
Yeah. But Mighty Mighty Boss Tones, they have that one song, which is everyone's one-hit wonders. That's why I didn't make your list. The Knock on Wood.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't make it. I have Newfound Glory.
Yeah.
So actually, I don't like any of their songs, so it's just a no-hit.
There are no-hit ones.
Yeah, I don't know why I put them on here. I tried listening.
I think you were giving yourself I have to like one, and you went through a bunch nah.
So I already written them down. I'm nah. No hits for Kyle.
It's more like a one shit wonder.
Yeah.
What's the shit?
What's the one?
The whole catalog.
Their life.
Their existence on this planet is a shithole.
I have Midtown.
Yeah.
Give It Up.
Mm-hmm.
Which is that it's like a super bass driven.
What the hell? The one before that was Living Well is the Best Revenge or whatever.
Fuck.
That one I dug that one, but they totally changed with the Give It Up.
More polished sound.
It's more rock kind of thing.
Yeah.
Didn't they do Cobra Starship? That was
that was I think just the lead singer though.
Like a dance pop kind of thing.
Sure.
They were doing
with it was supposed to be a super group or something with other people from other bands you never heard of.
Yeah.
People are like, this is super group? Where's the super guy? Or who is it?
More like a super group.
There you go. Like I just had. All right. You got another one or what?
Here's my last one.
Okay.
So I think the Vandals were a punk band for the 80s.
Yeah.
Late 80s, early 90s was their thing. There's a song that I like from them that is not punk at all. Because it was the one that I was kind of playing for you earlier. It was Anarchy Burger, hold the government.
Yeah.
It's you think of when you think
really bad.
When people say stereotypical punk, they think of it's all it's all about attitude. I'm this sounds like shit.
Yeah.
This is not good.
There's an inside joke that they just kept running with.
And they did a whole EP of that.
Yeah.
And they were
bad.
Some of their older stuff. And it's that's what stereotypical punk. Yeah. I hate it when they don't do a good job. I mean, I like it when they do a good job because it just sucks when they don't.
Yeah. Super constructive.
Yeah, or you don't say anything. You didn't say a damn thing.
I like it when it's good. But not when it's bad.
I like it when they do a good job.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, anyway, they had a song called An Idea for a Movie.
Yeah.
And it is very pop, punk, very fun. And the whole thing is
lighthearted.
Yeah. And the singer's good. And he's the bass line, the guitar line, everything is very well produced. And it's I don't know. I never think of punk as oh, it has to, I don't know. This could be a whole nother subject or a topic or whatever. But I never really consider punk to have to be what I believe and
Doesn't have
what
to
like
be
like it doesn't have to like make
Liberty spikes and
no, it doesn't have to make a statement to me.
yeah.
I like music that's good. I like good music
So punk
to
bro.
me. And to
Yeah.
me, maybe that's not a punk song from
Yeah.
like a band that had punk songs, but a lot of their other shit sucks.
Yeah.
That song is fun. It's really good.
Yeah.
So maybe
Nice.
we'll make a playlist of all these, like one hit
Yeah.
wonders and stuff like that, so you can check them out.
No.
And then like you can link to the other bands, like click that band and check out their other stuff. I'm like, ooh, man, maybe
Yeah.
their stuff is good. Maybe it fucking sucks.
maybe
like
we're stupid.
Yeah.
Tell us.
Tell
in
us
the comments.
In the comments, yeah. You got another one?
Yeah, so no list is complete. No one-hit wonder list is complete without listing CKY, 96 Bitter Beans.
Yeah. That song's not even good. That riff
It's
is
not good.
The
That's
riff
the only.
the riff is good.
That's the thing that saves the song, and it doesn't even save it that well.
It's only the
You
riff.
forget there's more to that song. You're like, oh shit, it's that part. Start over again. Well, that was good. Yeah,
I don't even know anything.
yeah. And then my last one is Britney Spears' "Toxic."
It's a jam.
That's the one.
That is a jam
That
for
is
sure.
the one song I like. That's my list.
Yeah, that's cool. That's good. So, yeah. Yet again, tell us in the comments if you have your songs that you like that
Yeah.
are one hit wonders to you, or like the band only has one hit that you like.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't have to be the hit that everyone else likes.
Yeah, but let's do another topic or so.
Let's do it.
Let's see what we got. All right. Well, actually, this is a double Kyle episode. It's
Yeah.
another topic that you had. You kind of just like pop smoke and gone with this and the Tone Mob.
Yeah.
But you were texting me about it.
Yes, I was getting my material from the Tone Mob.
Yeah, you're working.
Scalping,
You're working out the bits in other groups. I like it. Yeah,
You're feeling out.
It's like you're working out your hour.
Yeah.
Like before you get to the hour, which is the podcast, you got to go work some open mics.
Yeah, exactly. Working the open mic, feeling it out, see if the jokes work,
working the rooms, and see
if those riffs work.
Yeah, see if you get the feedback.
Okay, we're striking that one off the list.
Yeah. Hey, they're not all winners, folks. Sometimes you got to do a throwaway.
Thanks, Blake.
Throwaway joke here.
Blake of the Tone Mob.
You just like, oh, Tone Mob. This is what we call a throwaway topic.
Yeah.
So good enough for you guys.
So yeah, I went to they love pizza over there.
Yeah.
Those guys, everyone there loves pizza. So I did like a little, like you said, pop smoke. I threw, I made a poll.
Yeah.
I said pizza. And I did hot and cold, and I made it so you could not add a poll option, and you could not like both.
Yeah, you can only choose one or the other.
Oh man, the people, they freaked. There's the people that
There's
freaked.
a lot more to this.
Yeah.
What about this? I'm like, no, hot or cold?
Yeah.
Answer.
Swinging the light in their face. Answer the question. Yeah. Doug Christ, I think he fell for it too.
Yeah.
I got him. It's like hook, line, sinker, pulled him in. But he got me back.
So yeah, that was it. It was like hot or cold pizza.
Yeah. So
I answered you easily. I'm like, always hot. Like cold is never ever better.
But this is what made me want to do this, is you said no one ever says cold is better. You're wrong.
No one would.
That's what I was like, let me go to the pros.
Well,
let me throw this into the snake pit.
Yeah. I
maybe
mean,
not the snake pit.
Who would prefer cold over?
That's what we're trying to get to the
Just
bottom
fucking
of.
eat Lunchables then.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Which
fucking suck, by the way. The idea. Actually, I take that back. I reel it back. I've never had them. But it just seems like it's a ketchup with fucking cold fucking cracker.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
It's like a soft, stale cracker.
Yeah.
Like imagine like a cracker that has been in like an indoor, like in the same room as an indoor pool.
Yeah.
And it's taken up all that juice.
It's in the same room.
It's in the same room. It has the essence of the pool water. Basically, it's not crunchy and it's not soft and it doesn't taste good.
Yeah.
Boom.
Ugh.
There's a good picture for you.
Yeah.
Anyways, so yeah, I knew there was someone who would have preferred cold over hot.
Yeah, I mean,
but what's your take? What's your take on that?
Okay, the whole bit and a lot of pizza bits are it's the pineapple thing.
Yeah.
The pineapple thing is always like a bit. Well, pineapple on pizza is it good or bad? Like,
tomatoes are fruit too. Why are we bitching about that?
Exactly. That I know that's like it's like what about bananas on a? I'm like, okay, That's a good bits. Another one is the we had mentioned this the other day.
Casserole,
Chicago lasagna pizza or whatever.
Yeah,
is like the Chicago style. Okay, that's fine.
Sounds delicious.
Good.
I'll take lasagna pizza.
Which that? I mean, yeah, two good things. Put them together.
Yeah, yeah. Sounds like a double-decker taco to me.
Yes. Fuck. It's good. Like put fucking. There's a place, probably several in San Diego that does roll tacos in a burrito. BJ Gisbera there. He's got a couple spots over in Chula Vista.
Fuck.
It's a move. You get rolled tacos in a fucking burrito.
Damn.
Rolled tacos. God damn.
Some innovators.
Play with fucking fire over there.
Yeah.
So anyway, so that's another bit. And then the other one is like cold pizza is better, or like as good as warm pizza. I'm like, no. It's good.
I think, yeah.
But I would never prefer.
That was the whole, that was what I was trying to get to.
Like a hot, fresh pizza. I would never be like, it doesn't need to be scalding, like, oh, I'm going to burn the fucking roof of my mouth. But it's never better cold. It's still good.
They don't serve it at a restaurant like room temperature or out of the fridge and go, enjoy your meal. There are some places that you take and bake. Well, we have some here in San Diego like that, but you don't eat it right there.
Well, I mean, it's like I will drink room temperature soda.
That's fine.
I do not prefer that over cold soda.
Yeah.
That's like in warm beer. I think there's one here that might slosh down. Yeah. Slug down. You ever hear people say slug? Oh.
No.
A coworker said that once. Like, oh yeah, because like you had to go outside to drink water.
Yeah.
Instead of drinking water inside.
Oh, really?
Just with COVID and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think because it's like we're not regulated. Who knows? That might change. Blah, blah, blah. Anyways, boring. They're like, oh man, I need to take a break. I got to slug down some water. I'm like, I've never heard of that. Heard it said like that. I like it though. I'm gonna start using that. She's like, oh man, I need to take a break. I gotta slug down some water. I'm like, why? She's like, she's like crushes the bottle. Like, yeah. Like now go back on the sales floor.
Throw down your plastic bottle that doesn't shatter like you'd want it to.
She's like 55-year-old woman. She crushes it on her head. She's like, back onto it. I'm hydrated.
Back to the grind.
I'm hydrated now.
Yeah. So I mean,
anyways, but yeah,
I don't like cold pizza at all.
I'll do. Yeah. Okay. That's where we're different. I will eat it still and be like, yeah, this is fine.
Yeah. I don't like it at all.
I prefer it.
I have a little convection oven. Fucking fire that bitch up. Throw it in there. 6 minutes. It's done. It's ready to go. It's just like it came out of the oven at the pizza place.
If it was 5 minutes, maybe.
Well, I eat a lot of pizza, so you gotta regulate for the weight. You gotta weigh it first before you throw it in there.
Throwing 8 slices.
And my fridge is really good, so it's chilled.
Really. I'm throwing 8 slices in there. That's a whole pizza.
I'm only throwing 8 slices.
Cheese and sauce everywhere.
Just dripping down the inside.
Baby, can you clean that up for me? I gotta get to work.
There's a big old mess. I don't know who left that in there.
It's fucking Saturday. You're leaving. You're going into the garage. You leave just a fucking disaster in the kitchen. It's like, how did he get it on the ceiling? You're like Tasmanian devil up in that bitch. Just pizza. Like,
no, I think it depends on how thick the pizza is, but yeah. 6 minutes is what I found is like prime before you start burning.
It's primo.
Hot tip.
Yeah. I would
final thoughts on this one?
No, hot is always better than cold. There's never a time when cold is better than hot.
Yeah, if you had a hot pizza and a cold pizza that were the same place, same day, they were purchased.
You'd get the fresh one.
Yeah, you get the hot.
And even
it can be warm.
Microwave,
I made this joke in that group. I said, you could lay it out in the sun on a cloudy day and I'll eat that over cold pizza. A mildly like overcast. And just the UV rays, I would eat that one over fresh out of the fridge. There could be way more chance of something growing, some bacteria on that one, and I'd eat it.
Yeah. And then somebody was saying like air fryer.
Oh, fuck.
That sounds like the move.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah. I would give that a shot. But I mean, no. Cold is never the move over hot.
No.
I think that's what you were trying to say.
That's what I was trying to get at.
And people were like, you make a stand to say like, well, if you have it for like lunch or whatever, you throw in your
whatever,
your lunch pail over there, or you give it to the old kiddos over there. And
so you gotta do what you gotta do.
You ain't getting a microwave, Johnny.
You're dragging a microwave with you to work.
Yeah, fucking get on that dodgeball court. Slug down that pizza and get on the dodgeball court.
Someone said throw it on the engine block.
And
tried to work with it on
you're never preferring that. So I thought that was pretty good. I'm like, but to me, I'm like, I'll eat
a good bit.
I'll eat cold pizza, and you'll never like be dissatisfied with eating cold pizza. You're like, man, it would have been better if this was fresh. It would have been better if this was heated in the convection oven.
What we do know now is there are 6 lunatics that like cold pizza over hot pizza.
This is maniacs.
And I'm just doing my, my job. Finding them.
Weeding them out.
Weeding out, yeah. Hunting them down.
Don't worry. I called the FBI already.
The ATF is on the way.
Yeah.
They've been swatted.
Yeah. Don't worry. I did my part. Okay, let's get on out of here. That was fun. That was a little silly bit there. So thanks for tuning into the Tone Jerks podcast. We're back with video. So, everybody was like worried about it. We're here.
Yeah, when we're here, we're family, guys. Come
on. Like I said, thanks for tuning in. Hopefully, if you're listening, you can head over to YouTube and subscribe to our YouTube channel, linked in the description. And then we also have a Facebook group if you want to follow along on social media.
We got some fun things going on.
Look at the Facebook group over there. We will do some polls over there. Maybe we'll do some pizza polls or something. Something cool, wacky over the Tone Jerks.
Show you a pizza poll.
I got some polls for you. We also have Instagram at the Tone Jerks. I was a little lacking this past week because I was just busy painting the whole fucking the scene here.
Yeah. This is the chill hangout spot now.
Oh, it's the scene, man.
It's a scene, bro.
So check us out on Instagram, and if you like what you hear, you can leave a review on iTunes, Apple Podcasts, or whatever. Hopefully 5 stars. And then what else? Oh, we're coming to the end here. If you really like what you hear, you can help support the show on Patreon for as little as $1 a month. But if you double down for $2 a month, you get an extra episode every week, and you get the whole back catalog on an RSS feed to your favorite podcatcher. So, you can listen to all the old ones. Like, we started at episode 13, and sometimes we've doubled up on weeks. There's over 160, almost like probably 170 bonus episodes, premium episodes on the premium Patreon podcast feed. It's
dang, that's a mouthful.
It's very peachy over there.
You just spit on me.
All the plosives I got over there. So, like I said, Patreon, check it out. You get the bonus episodes. And you can help support the show. And just for the help over there, we wanted to give you a huge shout out, a sizable acknowledgement. Yeah. Kyle, you got a list over there.
Got it right here.
Why don't you give it to Hey, babe.
Yeah, I'm sure it's great, the phasing. All right. I have Andrew Walsh from Andrew's Alcove, Adam Rohr from the Let Him Hear podcast, Doug King, Doug Chris from 37 Effects, and Masters of the Cinematic Universe.
And Just Surprise Me.
Just Surprise Me. I need to really move him down.
Represent. What up?
But he's always the top of my list unless he's talking about cold pizza.
Rocking those boys.
Yeah. I can see those boys. Yeah, rocking those boys.
It's Just Surprise Me. It's just all stretched out. Hey, fuck off.
What does that even say? You just turn your head like a dog. Abe Newman, Michael Newman, Nicholas Ogburn, Nicholas Payson.
It's a big surprise. Damn.
Ooh. Colin Smith, Jason Fuzzmonger, Joe from Like My Pedals, and Will from the Just Surprise Me podcast, and also Doug Chris from the Just Surprise Me podcast.
Yeah, there you go.
He gets a double. We talked about him a lot, but we shouldn't give him any credit because of the cold pizza thing.
Oh, he's fucking us up. He probably did that. He probably is like, well, I'm from New York, so I got a better stance on this whole thing.
Is he from New York? He's from Boston.
Oh, he lives there.
He's from Massachusetts. Really? Shit, I don't know. I don't know his story.
What's like what
I didn't read his memoir.
Like, I just gotta we gotta get over there because it's like what Alex said. He's like, they have better. He says like, Alex Copper Sound. He says like, we have better water over here, so our pizza's better. I'm like, damn. Just shut us down.
Yeah,
because I think we were over, and then we
also weren't in our hometown.
Yeah,
when he ate pizza and called it bullshit.
But the best pizza in San Diego, if you were to say you would say probably like a Chicago style pizza.
Yeah,
which is like, and people
Still
would say
not,
like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
This sucks. People would come here and like, oh, I'm going to take you to this place that's really good, but also really expensive. Let me show you and treat you. I'm like, this fucking sucks. You're like, oh, sick, man.
Well, you get New York slices there too.
Good thing I spent the fucking $40.
Yeah, the pizza to get an actual pie,
just for people to call it bullshit.
Yeah,
that'd be the move. Have Kyle treat you to pizza and just shit on it.
Yeah,
just say he sucks.
I didn't really like it.
I don't know. Fucking sucks.
We got Romyorn, Jamie Davis, Johnny Ray, Steve Mike, Steve Ralph from 60 Cycle Hum, Kevin E. Quits from E. Quits Guitars, Co Schneider from the Flippin' Flippers podcast, Alvaro Viramontes.
Trying this strawberry one. It's not
as bad.
Not as bad. Pineapple one was not as good.
So
the agave spiked.
Aren't they all agave spiked?
Yeah, it's blue agave from Mexico.
So the other ones tasted like boxers.
Whatever.
What does this one taste like? Dirty socks, or just the feet?
You never smell your socks, huh?
No.
I mean, me neither. After I'm done wearing them.
Okay.
You ever smell your shoes either?
Oh, I smell my shoes.
Sometimes.
My shoes don't smell bad.
My shoes go to...
Oh, man.
I sent them to hell about how smelly they go. They'll still look good, but they will be god-awful. If you can smell them while you're wearing them, I get rid of them. They still have good enough tread and stuff like that, but I'm like, I sent these bad boys to hell.
Yeah, I don't...
I gotta put them in retirement.
I wear those copper line ones. I don't have stinky feet anymore. I mean, I think my feet probably smell, but it does not make it to my shoes.
That's it. Put those dogs up on here. Let me get a good whiff.
Yeah, I'll let you smell them later.
That's what we do after dark. You got to pay the extra Patreon for that.
When the cameras are off, we get into some freaky shit. All right, Brian from Nutter Guitars.
Freak a leak.
Mel Chipson of Chipson Guitars. Sean Fahey. Sean Arbo from Gun Street Wiring Shop. I think he's doing some hobbying with pickup winding. He's winding pickups.
Sean?
Yeah.
Gun Street?
Maybe we shouldn't. Maybe not. Just having fun.
Yeah, we're done. This interview's over. We're done.
I saw a little sneak peek, having a little fun doing that. I don't know if I think he's doing that for fun.
Oh, all right.
There's other things I do for fun.
Watch the space. Don't watch that space though.
Sean Wright from Lollygagger Effects. Juan Ortiz from Tone Hungry Effects. Mike Oxbig. Hugh G-Rection. Your neighbors are probably hearing us like, what the fuck?
Yeah, nice.
They were talking to each other this whole time, and now they're talking about...
I was talking about smelling feet and...
Yeah. Hugh G-Rections.
Hugh G-Rections.
Zach Hale, following that always. Eric Merrow from YouTube and ELM Effects. We'll link...
shouts out. What's up?
We'll link his YouTube and his...
Yeah.
The website for that, or just the Instagram?
Good question. I'm assuming ELM Effects, he's got the Instagram and there's a link probably to buy these things. I don't know if these are the new batches out yet.
Yeah.
But I got one. No, it's fucking sick. Keep an eye out for the next run there.
Scott Hamilton from the Effects Loop podcast. Tim Nowick from Bardic Audio Devices. Jonathan Jeruzik from 12th Hour Devices. And Tyler Rhines from KC. Sorry. I can't read my own handwriting. I'm sorry. It's KCF Riff Room, right?
No. KC's Riff Room.
KC's. I can't. Yeah, see, I really can't read it. Sorry.
Yeah.
Tyler Rhines from KC's Riff Room.
KC's Riff Room.
Yeah. What was that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry.
KC's Riff Room.
There we go.
Fuck.
Damn.
Go check them out. Go check them all out. Check us out. We out here. We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye. I'm like, it's not, I didn't even get to it. What you got to do is like this.